So I just got back from the range, clear. Got my full 45 with me. Got done getting back from the range. Just cleaned my 45. Clear. Was polishing my 2.0. Oh, man, that trigger. It's really good. The trigger's good. Still a little gritty, but we're getting there. So just got back from the range and was thinking about 2023 and my gun channel and all the things I learned growing a gun YouTube channel, and just wanted to share with y'all what I learned, things I encountered, and some tips to see if I can help someone out there get started sooner. I wish I had gotten started sooner, but you know, we'll go over that. But yeah, I was just really thinking about that while I was at the range when I got home, and currently carrying my P320. This one's loaded, so I gotta clear. So this is what I got on me today. And I was just wanted to share what worked for me and some tips and help you how to grow your own channel. So before I even get started on that, I'd like to say that before I got started with my YouTube channel, I did a lot of research in forums, Reddits. I try to find as many YouTube videos as possible talking about the subject of growing a gun YouTube channel. It's very specific. Usually people steer away from that. I saw a lot of gamer stuff, a lot of, you know, bullshit channel stuff on Reddit. But as far as like gun channels, I didn't see a lot. But the stuff that I did see was people saying, you know, steer clear of it. YouTube hates guns. Guns are gonna be obsolete on YouTube one day. It's just a lot of complaining, a lot of negative stuff. That's what I saw. Now, I started my gun channel in March of 2023, and I didn't post much of anything up until 2 months ago. Honestly, 2 months ago. I started posting consistently, and I started testing different things. And what I've learned is that YouTube is by far the best platform to grow a brand when it comes to guns. Better than TikTok, better than Instagram, better than Facebook. And I can't think of any other big platforms like other than Reddit that would be good to try to grow a gun brand. I grew a lot faster on TikTok than I did on YouTube, but man, the bullshit I had to go through on TikTok, everything is a violation. And you're walking on eggshells because you never know when they could ban your account. As a matter of fact, my TikTok account right now is currently banned and is going through an appeal to try to get it back, you know, because once they ban you, that's it. So I had a bunch of videos hit 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 100K views in a very short amount of time on TikTok. But everything is violation. I could post a video on my P320 every day and it gets approved, no issues, every single day for a week. And then on that 8th day, TikTok is like, oh, that video is no good. Take it down. It's against our standards, blah, 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 blah. And then I have to appeal it. They'll deny it. And then that's a strike. Same exact content that I've been posting. They have no clear guidance, no clear standards, anything like that. It's very wishy-washy on TikTok. On Instagram, it's even worse. Every post, I'm getting something from Instagram saying, hey, you know, if you delete this, we'll push your content out more. But if you don't, we're not going to be able to push out your content and nobody's going to see your stuff. So Reels never get seen. It's horrible growing on Instagram. Since I've been posting on YouTube, I have not had not one issue with YouTube, not a strike, not anything asking me to take anything down, not shorts, not long form. YouTube has been the easiest platform to post gun content on that I've seen. Now, this may not be everybody's experience, but this is my experience. So right now, YouTube is the easiest platform to grow on when it comes to gun content, in my opinion. So, you know, you may have your own experiences, but this is what I've noticed. And a lot of people saying that YouTube is anti-gun and all that. I don't think it's so much anti-gun than it is other little factors. Like you may have haters that are reporting your videos. You may have, there's other things that are factors in YouTube liking or disliking your content, but from what I've seen, YouTube has been pushing my content since I started taking it seriously. And I started posting long form content. And by the way, I've been posting seriously for 2 months now. We're on the road to 2,000 subs. So thank you very much to everybody who subscribed. I appreciate the support, and I'm already monetized. So it's it's not so much that YouTube hates guns, because that's all I do is post guns. It's so much how you do it, how you present yourself, and the crowd that you're attracting, honestly. Now, as far as like growing on YouTube, I would say the first thing is to find your niche. And what I mean by that is there's a ton of angles you can take when it comes to guns on YouTube. And I had to think about this when I started my YouTube, because originally I didn't want to just be another YouTuber that's, buying up guns and then just showing off that you can afford to buy these guns, deck them out, and just getting views because of people wanting what you have. And it just being a vanity type thing. I didn't want it to be like that. I actually wanted it to be more so of like just a conversation. I'm just talking to you guys, sharing you guys my guns, having conversation about similar things that we may be going through as far as like guns wise, life wise. I just wanted to be conversational, slower paced, and I wanted the guns to be the stars of this YouTube channel. And I wanted honesty and honest reviews and accounts of things to be the leading uh thing on my channel. So there's a lot of different gun channels, people blowing stuff up. People are extremely good at shooting, doing a bunch of stuff. There's guys reviewing guns. There's ex-Navy SEALs, ex-MARSOC. There's so many different type of people that do guns on YouTube. You need to find your niche, and you need to stick to that and start pumping out consistent content. And what I mean by that is you can't just post once a month, once every 2 months, and then post all over the place. You have to post consistent things within your angle, within your niche, for it to resonate within that community that you're looking for. So, and again, for me, I can only speak for myself. I didn't want to just grow my channel on the basis of I have a bunch of cool guns and y'all are just here because you guys like my cool guns. That's not really what I was going for. I wanted more so I want to share what I'm doing with my guns, share my experiences, share my guns, and you guys can do the same with me. And we're family, essentially, talking about things that we both enjoy, all of us enjoy. So at the beginning, I would just do that, just post my awesome guns and my awesome builds. And I ended up taking down a lot of videos that I posted that were like that, because I was just not happy with the crowd that I was getting. And of course, I was doing a lot of shorts, and shorts brings a different type of audience than long form content. So I actually stopped doing shorts as much and started doing more long form content, and that's provided a more quality subscriber to my views and to my family, essentially, my tribe, essentially. So something to think about. Now, as far as like the type of content, again, once you niche down and find out what you want to do, if you want to do talking table talks like this, or if you want to blow stuff up, or if you want to have like a podcast type setup, you have to be consistent, and then you have to be authentic. And it can't be, I mean, there's very few channels that can get away with the whole scripting thing. Like, not everybody can be gunman. Like, yeah, he's told us that it's scripted, but it doesn't feel scripted. It still feels conversational, still feels very intimate, and it's done very well. To do something like that on that high quality consistently is very hard. So somebody starting out, I wouldn't recommend you do that. I would try to find something that is easier for people to resonate with, and something that you could talk about that you're familiar with. That way you don't have to script a lot of things. And because people's bullshit meter goes off very quickly these days. People can pick up on bullshit very quickly. So you want to be authentic. You want to stick to an angle, a niche, a subgroup of the two-way community. And you want to be passionate about it. And you want to be honest. That's another thing. A lot of people on YouTube that are into guns are tired of shilling. We're tired of YouTubers just throwing products in their face. It's like QVC on YouTube these days with the two-way community. It sucks. I've spoke about it in the past. I try not to harp too much on it, because I just don't want to seem like that guy that's just complaining But honestly, let's be honest with each other. Like, it's what it's felt like. Even TikTok feels that way. It just feels like a giant QVC commercial constantly. So be passionate, be honest, and don't just do things with the expectation that, oh, a brand may see it and I may get a partnership, or what it will bring to me. And just be honest, be upfront, and be respectful. Because even if you're saying something negative about a brand, you can say it in a way that it's still possible for you to work with that brand in the future if you say it the right way. Some of these brands need the reviews and the feedback that a channel like yours would give if you would just honestly speak up, and speak your piece, speak your mind. So, and one of the biggest thing as well is gun reviews and part reviews. Those are great. Those are great type of content that you can put in there. But in 2024, I strongly recommend that you start doing just outside of the box type of content. People want to see the behind the scenes type stuff. Stuff that blew up on TikTok for me was showing off my work area, my bench work area for my guns, showing off behind the scenes. I've been shooting since I was a teenager, but and I've had formal training, but I've never taken an official class outside of the military for guns for sport. So just recently started taking classes, and people want to know what that experience is like. A lot of people are scared to sign up for stuff like that. Other people want to see what it's like, have questions. So show people the behind the scenes. So I have content coming out, talking about that, and stuff like stippling guns. Like, a lot more people want to know how to stipple their own guns. I got into stippling. I actually got into YouTube because of stippling. I wanted to learn how to stipple my own guns. I fell down the rabbit hole, and I love stippling. And I hopefully I get to share that more this year. But there's a lot of other people out there who also love stippling or would like to learn how to stipple their own guns, and you can help them with that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're constantly just talking about guns and gun parts and how much money you spent. It can be gun related, but indirectly. So think gun classes, other 2A topics, gear, knives, prepping, stippling. I mean, I mentioned MREs on TikTok, and that blew up. So I briefly mentioned it on YouTube, and that blew up a little bit in shorts. So I'm going to bring that back, a couple topics on that, because in my opinion, one of the easiest ways to prep is to get MREs whenever you can. I mean, honestly, it's the easiest way to prep. It doesn't weigh as much as cans and other bullshit people be buying, in my opinion, and it's cheaper, easier to get, easier to store. But yeah, that's a topic for another time. But stuff like, prepping, stippling, knives, holsters, different ways to carry. Some people drive for a living and they want to figure out more comfortable ways to carry. Just topics like that will get you a lot of views, and you can build a community talking about guns indirectly. And then when you are talking about the guns are at the forefront, and they are the star of the show. It's not about you. It's not about being famous. It's not about sponsorships. It's just about being real and talking about guns and connecting with other people out there. That will help your channel grow. At least that's what's helped me. I'm almost at 2,000 subs in 2 months. It's in the gun niche, which from what I heard and what I read was impossible to do because YouTube hates guns. So authenticity, consistency, and talking about things that haven't been talked about 1,000. That's why I don't talk specs on my channel, because you can pull up specs on pretty much any gun on YouTube by somebody who's very well versed on the topic and can do a way better job than I can. So I let them do that. So I don't talk specs on this channel. You got to figure out what works best for you, what you're good at, what you like, what you want to talk about. You make it something enjoyable. That way it'll be consistent, and you can actually grow something long term. So, come up with a posting schedule. Try to ditch the script and go for just bullet points and speaking on things that you actually know about, or speaking on things that you're trying to learn about. For example, let's say you're a new member of the 2A community. You're brand new into guns, and you're starting to take classes, and you're getting familiar with your firearm that you bought. Let's say you bought a Glock 19. You can document the process of your experience being a first-time gun owner and do very well on YouTube, because there's so many first-time gun owners. Like, guns are a very intimidating thing to people. So there's a lot of meat on the bone when it comes to gun content on YouTube. You don't have to blow stuff up. You don't have to have super great HD content. You don't have to have the craziest cuts. You don't need the most expensive guns. As a matter of fact, I'm a firm believer that you can grow a channel to 100,000 subscribers with just one gun. No bullshit, just one gun. Because a lot of people say, well, you know, some of these YouTube, you have money to afford these guns. And yeah, I'm fortunate enough to be able to afford a lot of all the stuff that I buy, but I'm a firm believer that you can grow a channel with just one gun. Just like the guys on Instagram and YouTube grow their YouTubes and Instagrams with just one car. You can do it with one gun, because there is a audience for just the Glock 45. There's an audience for just the P320. There's an audience for the 2.0, and so on and so forth. So, you know, find an audience. Canik is blowing up right now. You know, maybe you like Canik guns. Talk about Canik guns. You know, be a Canik fanboy on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with that. You will actually grow doing that. I recommend it. Try to keep the editing to a minimum. People are getting influencer tapped out. People are tired of all the cuts, tired of all the Mr. Beast type of editing, the shilling. Just try to be authentic, try to be real, and I think you know, gun channels will do great. So if you have any questions and need any help or anything like that, throw some questions in the comments, or, you know, shoot me a message. I'll try to help as best as I can. I hope everybody grows as much as you're trying to grow in 2024 and 2025. And, you know, don't be discouraged. I truly believe that guns and YouTube are uptrending, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And you can grow a channel that way. It may feel like you're stuck. I would just say try to find a different type of content that indirectly supports guns while showcasing the things that you actually know and are familiar with. So hope that helped. And again, see you guys on the next time. Peace.